Right. So this is going to be the woods hidden cache route tutorial. Let's make some cash. Let's look at all the cache that we can look at in a very calm route. So you go on Map Genie Woods, and there's a lot of stuff here, right? And honestly, there's a lot of stuff like we don't care about. So hide everything. Show the cache. You can see there's plenty. We're not gonna do them all. So you want to know like a different route. If you don't like going so far, you can do a different route inside. We're gonna show the scavs too, because that's quite useful. As we go around, we're gonna meet different scavs and see the reason why we're not gonna go through them. We're actually going to be evading some of them because the weeds um, are hiding the scavs. You can't shoot them. You can't see them. They see you. It's super risky to engage scavs in high weeds. Woods. So what do we have in terms of build here? Let's drop everything. So woods, along with other maps, it'd be a good spot to train your strength and your endurance because you'll be running a lot in this route. And that's good because the more you run, the more you train your strength and your endurance. So basically your goal here is to train your endurance because the endurance requires you to have overweight here. You need to make sure that your weight is around 22, 25 pounds. You can do that if you invest. Okay, after you're level 10, you can go on the market. You're going to start buying these SAS drives. They weigh zero point 0.8 kilos per square. You can fit them all into a docs case. So basically, you're going to fill this up and bring a full docs case. And already it went from 2 pounds to 9 pounds. All right, so huge. Um, Scav vest, we're happy to see it. But again, if you can go on the market and get something like a 6B3, I think. 6B3, 9 pounds. Let's look at other rigs. 6B5. 6B5, the greener one, 36,000 only with 12 pounds, 12 kilos. Plus, it has a scav vest built in. So, if you do woods, I do recommend that you bring this. Put this on. Look at this weight. We're at 21, and I'm still missing a bunch of SAS drives. So, it's really not that difficult to be overweight in no time. Now, this honestly might be a little too much for you. Um, if you don't have the SAS drives, take it out. Just take this, your weapons. Maybe you have a weapon. You'll probably have a pistol, okay, and it won't increase your weight by much. Only a kilo. So instead, I would recommend that you take out some SAS drives. Go with a 6B5. What are we missing? Some ammo. I'm gonna put the Esmarch and the cheese. Anything else that we need? Absolutely need. Maybe we don't need the cheese, but maybe we could use like a band-aid. We just find necessary here. So Ragman, we would like a sling. Now for me, woods is definitely the map where you're gonna get the most stuff out of. And you can go around and loot the whole thing. Kind of. Get a lot of stuff out of it. And be unchallenged. It's really calm, really nice. We still have those bullets? Yes, we do. And let's buy one more of these from Prepper. So maybe you want to buy 3 at a time. Get 2 more. And I said bandage. soon as you have access to the green one, it's just better because there's 2 instead of 1. So that should be enough, right? I mean, it stops heavy bleeds, doesn't repair your body, but it stops the heavy bleeds and the light bleeds, allowing you to finish your run. If you have a broken leg, just walk, because it might take some time. It might take 5 extra minutes, but at least, because we don't have space for that, you can bring a splint if you want to spend an extra $1 here. Maybe keep the splint in the pouch because you'll use your splint less, and the bandage here in the pocket because it only costs what, 2,000 for a bandage. But every time you die, you will lose it. You know, that's all a choice here. That's all your choice. As March, even because the as March is actually like 1,000. They'll end up moving out anyway because you're gonna put stuff in your pouch, but never take out your SAS dock drive. If you go in with the SAS dock drive, you never take it out. Never. That's a fatal flaw. Fatal mistake. All right, so let's go in like this. We do have armor. We do have some kind of protection against scavs. Mostly. And players. And you can get lost because it's woods. You know, we're somewhat covered. We look like a tree. It's all right. This is a great time, 17:30. Hopefully we won't take that much longer than average. Insure everything. We're looking at 10,000 worth of stuff here. It's all gonna come back. I haven't checked Prepper, but I should have. Prepper probably has all the stuff that we had when I made the other tutorial a day ago or two. So I mean, there's a lot of map, a lot of cages here. Hopefully we spawn like here, and we're just gonna basically go and touch a few of these on our way. What I like to do is go around here like that, because the thing is, if you're here, say, and you decide, oh, I want to go here, but then go here, well, this is going to take the same amount of time to go here than to keep going here. And at some point you want to exit the level, and at some point you will have enough stuff, right? So I mean, it's all a choice. Like if you do 4, 5, 6, 7 cage and you're done here, what are you gonna do now? Because your extract is here. Are you gonna cut through here? You can, but that just seems more dangerous. Yeah, like instead my route is to go around and kind of stay along this edge here where there's much less players. By the way, I don't think I've ever seen this cage. We could look it up. We could try to find that. Because normally after this one, it's just under the USEC, and it just go straight to the outskirts. I don't bring the key to ZB14 because it takes a slot, and I'd rather put something valuable there and keep going. And train the strength, right? So that's the goal. Like, you don't want to just do a few cage and get out. You're not training your strength and your endurance. So remember, strength, you need to be overweight while you run. Endurance, you need to not be overweight while you run. Okay, so first I start with the strength training because it takes places in your container. Then when that's done, it frees up your container to have you be able to loot more, to surgically remove bullets from your black wounds, to heal more, to save more. So if you can operate while having half of your container taken by something, you'll be a much better player. You can deal with that. So we're just above the mountain stash right here. There's scavs along this side. So we're gonna go east and start our route like that. Not gonna waste any time. As you can tell here, there would be a cage and there's ZB16. We're gonna go towards ZB16, but I'm probably gonna miss that cage. You have the plane here, where your first mission is. You gotta retrieve a paper which is close to a plane, which is close to a little thing. Just check my tutorial, I'll show you. Alright. Make a stop at ZB16. There can be a scav here. He's often just here looking. So ZB16 has like 4 of these. I'm not gonna use the extra 4 here. Yeah, this goes for some thousands. Sometimes right here you'll find something. Just on the floor here. You can find a water filter, a motor, maybe tools, I don't know. Do you see me touch everything? Physically take it, because this will increase the charisma skill, and it might increase other attention skills and search skills, which will just make you search faster. And then what I know I don't want, I just put it back in a box. This is a good silencer. Sometimes right here, by the way, you have a mission here, but you just, you know, drop like food or some shit. That's it for that. Let me just show you where we are of the map here. So we're right here, and we spawned under the mountain. So now we're gonna go towards this way, and I'm gonna show you these ground cage. Well, actually, only with no one, just so you know where we are here. This is like some train station destroyed stuff. You've probably seen it. Over there is where the factory gate is, the one you can't use because you need another player with you. Absolute trash. We're going south right now. There's the USEC camp, not the USEC, but the Emercom camp, which is where all the meds are. Over there. Right now we're at the ground cage. Here. Cage right here. This should be this one right there, bottom. We'll take this gun, some water. We might need some cords are used, I think, for a mission. Then apparently there's another fucking right stash here. It's on the west side of this one. Should literally be, and it's not close to this rock. Should literally be like here. I don't think I've ever found. I've never found it, to be frank. But hey, you just take your time and look around. And who knows? You might just step on it. Another gun. Which one is better, you think? Yeah. The PP-19 or the AK-105? Comments in the chat. So we're going east now. Just a drop here. I'm gonna stay in the woods. Take a look at this routing here. It's a really safe route that I use. I will not encounter anybody. So on my east side here, there's a stash, but there's, I mean, it's guarded by 2 packs of scavs, dude. Seriously. So I'm going through where ZB16 is. Like, say I spawn behind me. You know, I would take that route, take a look at ZB16. And I'm going north right now. Passing beside the scavs, which would normally be on this side. But no, you can literally have a scav stand right here too. But at least, like, he's the only one. You just kill him and move on. Scavs love that area. Now we're gonna start going east a little bit. Northeast. We're going to end up to the northern UN roadblock. You can see it on the map. It's in green. This is an extraction for players. We've been in the level enough time for players to leave if they want to leave. Because German isn't here or whatever. We're not going to mess around here too much. Kind of want to hurry up. You're in this area. It's a nice area to loot. We had a ground cage. Box. Now it's saying that there's a ground cage over there on that side because we did this one. There would be another one here. Well, it's super close to a rock. I bet it's like... would be a rock. So there's apparently a little rock right there next to ground cage. So this section is not ground cage. It's actually old sawmill. And there's a weapons box here. Toolbox, another weapons box. Just touching everything. Love toolboxes. Don't need any of this. Actually, I think I used a D battery for a trade, so we'll take it. Up to now, we have not made cash. This is the fucking house you wanted to go into, but there is a bag. Make a stop to the bag. I have killed players looking at bags. And we've killed players inside here too. But remember the time we went in? It was like really late, you know? Nails are good, wires are good. Boxer ram, I actually used that for a trade. On this shelf can be a very large unit for air filtration. You actually need a backpack 3x3 to take it, which is your next backpack size. Can't take that with a sling. It's the only thing you can't take with a sling. That and armor, of course. Oh, I touch everything because I make my points. These 2 boxes here, the big box, are what you're looking for. We're looking for sugar. Yep. Right in the container. On the other side here, we have a table that does have some mods and some grips. Sometimes some sights. Vest. If we would have a scav vest, we would drop the scav vest. Take this vest. The same size. Get the scav vest back from insurance. Let's keep going. This next... So there's 2 crates here above the sawmill. One on the right here is between the trees. Not that far. Just have to look between the trees. There it is. .3M, that's not a good armor. Oh, Amaya I use for my trades. Bring that. You can trade 5 Amaya for a sugar with the woodsman. That was the right one. We're going to the left one. Weapons crate, by the way, right here. Easy. This one is more like risky. So if you spawn close, it's a good one to do first. You're open to the mountain. You're open to players who are sitting here and sniping on village. I'm gonna take this. You'll notice that I don't wear a headset because it's waste of money. Plus it's a waste of money. You only use a headset when you want to understand where players are and you're trying to get them before they get you. Of course, you can hear further, like I can hear someone in the village right now. Maybe, you know. But if you keep dying to it, it's just part of your cost. You'll also notice that I'm taking this route inside rather than outside. There's no preference. You can do it like you want. I just find this a little shorter. But if you like running, you can take the outside too. So is there like a crate here? Apparently there's like a crate here. It's a little too wide for me to look at this time because the sun is about to set. We're gonna keep going. There's one near the car extract also, as it says here. Just a wooden one. At the end of this road here, where it's open between the two rocks, just go above this one here. There's a very famous stash right here in the corner of this rock. This is this one here. A fine helmet. We can't put it on because the sports. Load. These are good bullets. We don't have enough space, so we're just gonna keep going around, show you more stuff. It's your choice what you keep, you know. Some people keep at first stuff that they will sell. Me personally, after a while, I don't need money as much because I make money in other ways. So I actually keep stuff that I use, trade. And so I don't need money for that. And it's worth something. You know what I mean? Which direction are we going? Kind of a west here. So we went from here to the toolbox. Like here. Okay, so we're about here. Look at the toolbox. Stuff. Bolts are great. Drop this thing, take the bolts. What am I doing with an empty mag, you know? So there's scavs. He hasn't seen me, so I'm gonna start a fight here. So there's apparently this cage here, just above a rock. Well, the rock is here. That's another player. Ooh, interesting. This tutorial, yeah, it's your choice. I'm making a tutorial, or am I gonna fucking murder players while they loot their bodies? I keep my tutorial. Dash here, which is this one inside the house. And I make a stop to the next one also. I'm excited. Ooh. This is not the time for scav, it's really the time for playing. Next one is this one right here. As you can tell, you can go around now and say, you know what, I'm going to avoid this part here. But this is the best juicy part. Wow, this sells for a lot on market. You want to keep that and get it out of the raid. We are looking at a lot of cash right now just because of this one. Let's drop the Band-Aid, battery. Wires I personally don't need. I'm going to drop the splint and bet that I won't need it. Keep the boxer ram for a trade. Put this here. This is worth more than this, I believe. You know, something like this. Wow. So at this point, we have enough. We should definitely just go southwest. Avoid these bunkers. And leave. I'm going to be avoiding the bunkers. These guys are behind me. There's like a good chance that they actually did the bunkers. Right? Because if we're doing like similar routes, we haven't met each other yet, so we're not coming from the same direction. And they might have done the bunkers on top. I'm going north. Just to show you. I don't care if I die with this. I don't care. You should. If they're doing the same route, they've actually done all this. And now they're moving south to their extraction, which we passed through. But by the time they realized... Fuck. This is scav, I think.
Эй, земляк, мы стрелять не хотим, мы так наблюдаем.
I don't want to bring so much attention on my person. Smaller bullet. But they did go through, look. Let's go around a little bit. So there's a bunch of stuff here. You want to loot the whole place. Look at the table. Look inside this room too. Even the top. This box is good. Keep going. So where are we? We are here. There's scavs here. Scav bunker actually means scav tower. Now these guys are following me. Maybe. Let's keep going. Scav tower, scav bunker. There's literally a bunker in here, which you want to go into. There might be something right here. A little milk. This box has been looted. Everything here has been looted. In the bunker, you'll find stuff. A little table, a little coat, a bunch of boxes. Let's keep going west. You relax there. I know he's on top. Just a scav. I actually don't want to draw attention to myself anymore. This will clearly say that I'm going in this direction, right? Because they've heard a shot before, and now they're hearing another shot. They know where I'm going. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Too bad, huh? This is this one. This barrel cage. So this is probably telling me that someone spawned like in this area. Came here, went to the USEC camps, went back. That was probably the guy that we saw. Kill scavs. Or herd. Now we're going to the USEC camps. You gotta be careful on this side. There's mines of the camp. This side of the camp, there's mines. You just go inwards of the map a little bit. So it's not here. There's no mines here. There's mines in between the two camps. Like this side of the camp and the other side over there. You go around that rock, you'll hit mines. Lovely camp. Meds. Ophthalmos cup. Kinds of goodies. I love, by the way, I love conditioned milk. It's 15,000 rubles a square. Really good. An M4 will spawn here sometimes. Box, stuff on the table. Now, don't tell me you didn't look at this. This is the juice. Bruh. How can you make a mistake like that? Look, there's a sugar. Bruh. Sometimes you'll find a bigger bag in this area too. Like you can find a bigger bag here. Armor here. Box. Weapons box with weapons mods on the table. Another box here, which you did look through. Keep going. We're going south. The other section of the camp, which is right here. And you'll notice that I went inwards like this. Whoop, rather than outside. Little weapons box. Stuff here. Stuff there. Big box. These are what you're looking for. The big box. Sometimes there's a sniper player on top or on the other side. Weapons box here. Armor there sometimes. And some good little chainlets and loots. Weapons box, weapon mods. Another box you didn't look through? No way, dude. No way, dude. Hand drill for a mission, maybe. Another weapons box right here in the trunk. You look through it. Now we're going south to the extraction. Let me show you here. We're here. We're following the line a little bit as we're going south. The electrical line right here. I will show you this stash and look for this stash with you. As you can see on the map, this stash is really next to the transmission line. Right here. Nobody's looked at it. What do we have here? All of this stuff. So I would prefer... That's alright. If you go too far up here, there's mines on this side, right? This is the west side. There's gonna be mines here. But you'll see panels. Like you can go pretty far. Oh, there it is. You cannot cross that line. But like players don't look here as much, you know? So the next one is below this pylon. Right. Now we gotta be honest. I never went that far on this side. I normally just cross the road before you get in the road. Apparently there's mines in the road, so just cross the road. But let's find where this is. My goal, to find this thing, which tells me there's mines. And I'm kind of shocked that we can go that far here. Well, if someone's interested, it should be around here. Wow, we can go pretty far. Look at this. This is where this is. Oh, it's right here. I don't think I've ever seen anybody come all the way here. The more you search, the better it is for your skills. I'm shocked. I really thought there were mines in this road. So that's why I never came here. Now don't follow the road, because there will be mines in this section. Okay, so you do have to cross the road at some point. And this is the route that I like. Going south all the way to the outskirts. We're gonna pass behind ZB14. So ZB14 is just on the other side of that fence. Right. And there's saying that if you cross, you'll get sniped. But there's also mines. Right. So as long as you stay on this side, you will not get any mines. All right. If you do cross it though, you might get some mines. So if you're not sure where it is, take a wider. But if you're like me and you kind of know where they are, you can stay right on this side. This is by far the simplest way to get out of woods. I mean, I don't think I've ever fought a player here. Sometimes we will. If we start shooting everywhere, the players will come and look at whatever's going on. I think I've sniped a few scavs here in the past, but it's not the best spots. But I always pass here to leave the level. I normally go like here, around behind the rocks, like that. As long as you don't cross these panels. If you're overweight, you'll also notice that you might not be able to run all the time, so you just prone. And if you prone and walk, you're gonna get back your energy. And you can run again. So after these trees, you take a left. Follow here. Some people will say, wow, that's a long route. I would have already cut over there. And yeah, true, but you are training your strength and endurance the more you run. So it's linearly correlated with how much you run. So the longer the route, the better. If you keep doing that for money, and within a month you'll get your strength up to elite, and then your endurance kind of follows too as you play without being overweight. A really simple skills to upgrade. So I hope this was a good tutorial for y'all. I'll have other tutorials of other maps and how to go about doing them. If you like to play them, kind of relax. Sometimes you want some action, but sometimes you want to relax as you play and make some cash. Right. Just to show you here, I think it's a good part for those who stick and want to know how much we're making out of this. So let's fucking find out. Push that away. So this is ours. Put this here. We got some milk. These are kind of extra, but we'll take a look at their worth. Got an AK we can sell. PP19. Tactical sport. So this is mostly what it is, right? That's what we got in with. What we got out with. Go to the traders. 15,000 per condensed milk. Super big money. Zippo is 6 tau. The sugar is 10 tau a square, which is good. But we're going to keep them for market. Right? So hopefully you're level 10 by now. If you're not, just do some quest. You'll get there faster. Do some tasks for them. Any purple item, purple colored surrounding items will give you good price. These you can sell on market. This too. Coffee 10,000 a square if you don't use it. This I use for a trade personally, so let's keep it. So here's 75,000. We go to market and sell our sugar. 70,000 each. Let's say 65,000 each. Let's sell this thing, 75,000. Some silencers really go for a good price. calculator. How much did I say it was? That's right. 65,000 for 65. That was 2 times 65. I think the initial purchases were something like 80, 75. Who cares? But that was 75. For the initial stuff, then the 2 sugars, then this silencer. Did I sell it? Filter by item. This one is much less. 5. Face shield, 49. 25 plus 50 about. Plus. Nah, this thing is worth a lot. Because players can only buy a few, and it has good protection. I think the best in the game for your jaw and your eye. And it has a lot of health. So I guess it's the favorite. Players sell it for 200,000. 200,000. You wouldn't know the kind of stuff that goes for such money. Now you know. We're gonna vendor these. Tactical sport, same thing. The bolts go for about 28. And the screws or the nuts goes for about 18. 28 and 18 is what I put them for normally. Starting to see that it's getting to be a lot of money, you know. The nails can go up to 40 sometimes, but we'll go to 18. Yeah, 18. We're gonna vendor our guns. We're looking at 30s, 38. And Ragman will take this. 22. What did I say? 38 and 22. We're looking at 670,000, and most of it is due to the visor, which is 200,000. So this is easily a 500,000 run. Just by knowing what's worth something, having access to the market, selling them to the lowest price on the market, and then keep selling stuff like that, spending the rest. 669,000 rubles right in my pocket. Okay. Then I tell my friends, I really don't know how I'm making money, dude. It's just, you know, it's just here. You do like 1 or 2 or 3 runs like this, you'll be good for time. I think I still have some items on market. That's why I didn't receive that much. Yeah, 200 is still here and 50 here. All right. GG boys.